I've been very appreciative of the professionalism which you both have approached this with, and even Mark. I'm going to talk nice about him for just a second. With all joking aside, though, neither one of you were getting rich from this proposition, and to embrace, neither one of you are Virginia High graduates and really had no tie to us beforehand, but you both have bought in and now are part of the family and always will be. I mean, that's kind of what we always say at our banquets, that, no matter where you go, you'll always be a Bearcat. And so, Mark, I hope you know that we wish you very well in Atlanta and your new job. And it's kind of making me a little nauseous to be nice to him right now, but, we'll miss you. And you guys really started something that I think set a level of precedence for anyone that would try to imitate what we are doing here. And, I know Dylan never shared any of that money with you, but we won't hold that against him. So,
I did actually.
Well, that was very nice of you. That was very nice of you. But
don't expect any tonight.
No, I don't have any tonight. So budget times are tough here in Bristol, Virginia. So we may have to wash dishes in the back to pay for it or something. But
we'll figure it out.
But you guys have been great, and like I said, the way our parents and our kids. You've become part of Bearcat Nation, and for that I'm truly thankful and certainly wish you the best of luck. And, you can listen to Bearcat Radio in Atlanta because obviously it works, because I believe Mr. Davidson returned.
Yeah, he tried it in Atlanta. It does, in fact, work, I believe.
He was there.
And I have a feeling we may hear from you on Twitter or text message every now and then too. So, but it's been a great go-around. Before I go, there have been a lot of conversation about what happened with track, and certainly don't want to leave out our track and field athletes. But because of bad forecasting on my part, we canceled the district meet. And so when we were trying to figure out a way to do it well, to be fair to our kids that are going to compete in the regional meet, we decided to cancel the district meet just to give our kids, make sure they're rested. The Mountain 7 ran last week. And so, Coach Johnson and Coach Schuler have done a great job with the track team, and that is perfect timing right there when she walked in the door. But, they've done a great job with track, and we look forward to having a lot of kids do well at the regional meet on Wednesday, which we are also hosting. But I just think, it has been such a successful year for Virginia High School. When we look back on it, I don't think it would be complete without this final award or level of recognition for Mark, and I'll let you take it at this time.
Yeah, Mark, so you have been, let's see here, how am I going to word this? You have been given a certificate of completion here, and I'll let you read it out loud to everybody.
It's not a diploma, it's a certificate of completion.
This certificate is hereby awarded to Mark Carr in recognition of successfully completing the Dylan Hutton School of Broadcasting.
So, that is I believe you are the first recipient of that award. And who knows, maybe you'll use everything that you've learned in Atlanta.
Take that into your next job interview.
You may want to add that to your resume. I mean, it may come in handy.
Education, put under the education tab.
I spent a good 5 minutes making that earlier today. I just thought of it. Mom found the frame.
Did you at least buy the frame, or was it?
No, we found it.
It's recycled. So
and it's got a little crack in the upper right corner. Watch out.
Yeah, I saw. That's why I asked. Just make sure.
But Mark, that's just exactly like him. You give him a certificate of something, and never happy. But, Mark, you've helped out a lot, and I thank you. I know we'll get to a big goodbye here later, but we'll get a good picture of me and you posing in front of that thing before it's over with.
That would be a good memento. We'll put it down there in the bottom left-hand corner of that. So
I even signed it for you there.
But like I said, Dylan approached us, and when we said we were going to do it, he's like, well, I think I may find someone that can help me. And, we kind of thought it may even be on a person-by-person basis. And, Coach Sidnor has done a great job filling in when he can. And, you certainly have you've meant a lot to us. And so, that may get you somewhere someday. But
you think Sidnor gets one? Does Sidnor ever get one of these?
Well, I was actually going to say it was it was going to be like a broadcaster of the year, like color commentator of the year, but I was like, no, I can't do that because it's sitting there get mad.
Reese would be mad at you, and then you'd really be in trouble.
Then I didn't want you to get too big of, I didn't want you to get the big head more than it already is.
Yeah, that's great.
So, that's pretty cool. So I want you to hang that up.
The Braves or Falcons may be looking for an intern, and you could show them that, and they may get your foot in the door.
Should I put it in the back window of my car, sort of thing? Is that one of the things you do?
That's got some.
That thing, I'm proud of that. If you get a diploma or certificate like that, you don't get that.
Yeah, I think that is a definite photo op in a little while. But in all seriousness, though, we wish you all of the best, and like Dylan said, we'll have a appropriate goodbye here in a little while. But just kind of a good opportunity for us all to get together to be mean to you, but also say thank you for everything that you've done. So,
are you ever going to roast him?
I don't think I can. Wait? I don't think I can. So, I give him a hard time, but I may come back. It depends how he is.
I've roasted him all year. So.
I know. So that's what made you guys work well together. So, but I'm looking forward to our next segment with our girls tennis players, and Coach Kimbler is also here. So we may get them up here to. They
don't even know me. I hope they don't roast me. They don't even know who I am.
I don't think we've let any other coach get away with moral support, but you're in charge of this, so I'll leave that up to you. But you guys have done a great job, and it's good to be here one last time this school year, and certainly look forward to next fall. Won't quite be the same without Mark with us, but I'm sure we'll continue to hit the ground running, and you'll leave huge void. It'll be hard for anyone to come in and fit in as well as you have with our kids and our coaches. And like I said, it really means a lot when you have good people around your kids. And so thank you for everything.
Well, I appreciate that. It's been a lot of fun being a part of everything, and never would I ever thought that I'd be a part of the Bearcat organization in any way, shape, or form. But you guys have welcomed me in with open arms, and I've been very grateful for that.
And, the funny thing is, Mark all year long was like, I never get any credit for anything. But, this last few weeks, nothing's been said about me,
Can we still talk about how the intro has always said Dylan Hutton? Who else? Nobody else, just Dylan.
Look who's still standing.
But being the color guy is kind of like being an assistant coach. You're kind of in the background. You don't really get any of the credit when the team does well. You don't really get any of the blame when the team does poorly. You just kind of hang in there. You make him look good all the time. So really, we know the success of all this operation really belongs to you.
That's right. It's all me.
But if something goes wrong, I can always go and blame it on Mark.
That's right. But no one wants to hear that. It's always the head coach's fault or someone else's. So
well, I'm a Tennessee fan, so I can definitely attest to that.
so you understand.
That might be the thing that I'm most relieved about. If I don't have to hear about Tennessee anymore. I'll probably end up hiring.
Well, I was say, be careful what you say. It may be worse.
That's probably true.
You might find
hire that guy in your class.
Or a Hokie. He might get bad shape.
What about that guy in your class who's worse than I am? Could be him.
It could be him. We're not going to name names here.
Now, if you could find a Mountaineer, then you'd really be set.
That'd be ideal. But all right, so we'll
get
Mountaineer
for you.
We'll get the tennis players to come up here in a moment, and then we'll get on with the roast of Mark Harr after this. We'll be right back for Bearcat Sports Chat.
Bearcat Radio is brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
Hi, I'm Matt Kenseth. You don't have to be a race car driver to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you can't control, like mechanical issues, high winds, and rain delays. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and leave the drama for the racetrack.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to her favorite pop star's concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I have a soft pretzel.
B, remember the moment with matching concert t-shirts.
That's going to be $180. Or we can just take a photo.
C. Show her how you used to do concerts.
We're going crowd surfing!
I can't! It's too heavy! Oh my god! Ah.
Or D. Just roll with it.
Woo! Justin! Look at us! We're over here!
Justin! OMG! He just looked. I love you, Justin! I love you!
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org/VA. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
They're the in crowd. We're the other ones. It's a different kind of cloth that...
Welcome back to Bearcat Sports Chat. Dylan Hutton along with Mark Carr, as we're now joined by Haley Patel and Hannah Knight of Virginia High Girls Tennis. And the doubles, they're qualified for the region semifinals. First of all, thank you for joining us, both of you. So let's get the mic turned on here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Let me get the mic turned up a little bit. You want to be able to hear yourself a little bit. So, what'd you say?
Thank you for having us.
See, all right. So can you give us a recap, a little bit of your season to this point as far as a team, and then maybe individual goals that you've met or whatever you want to happen here this postseason?
We've actually had a really good season. We've ended with 7 victories and 4 losses.
They clinched the district tournament title.
Yeah.
We'll let Hannah take over for a second. Just give us a short recap of your season and you as an individual, how your season's went, how you expected it to go, and your goals.
I'm thankful that I got to play number 1 and represent my school. I started off a little slow, but now I'm finishing strong.
That's great, yeah. And I would say that's not scripted at all. That's right.
Well, technically, yeah. Okay.
We are 1 match away from qualifying for state.
So what's that mean to you after all the work you've put in?
Huge. We want to make history at our school. I think the last time our girls went to state was the 1970s. So, yeah, that's crazy.
So it's been a long time coming. So
yeah.
Is there any pressure to that, being that group that could actually make it?
Yes, beating Gate City on Wednesday is a lot of pressure, knowing that they have so many state titles under their belt.
Have you gotten to play them this year, or is this the first time?
The first time.
Mark's fell asleep on the job over there.
I did.
Hannah,
Sorry.
what can you tell us?
We got a tweet
that
threw me off. The tweets are.
What can you tell us about, like, what is going through your mind, this being the first time since the 70s that you could make history for Virginia High? I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It's unbelievable. Like, I don't know. It's speechless.
And she is speechless, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So I just had a question sent in. What is your favorite shot?
My favorite shot is hitting that slice.
A slice? That's what Mark does on the golf course.
Bad.
I would have to say slamming it down. Overhead, yeah.
So is that like
just like a normal serve, or is it?
I like to serve and play the net, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who play tennis, and one of my good friends actually plays tennis for the Citadel. But, I mean, my knowledge is very slim, but he does put a lot of time in it, and it's a very hard sport. We tried to play, and I played baseball my whole life, and I still couldn't touch a ball that was coming at me. And it's a very hard sport, and definitely can commend you for what you do in that regard.
So how hard is there like anything to measure, like how fast the ball's going on the no way?
No, but I will say this: Hannah's probably one of the top servers in the district. So